Welcome back in. 9:12 is our time. We are only 2 weeks away from Election Day, and that means the pressure is on for candidates to get more people to the polls. And a local therapist says that she has seen a jump in clients who are suffering psychological distress as a result of the political rush. Michelle May joining me now to talk more about this uptick. So you've seen this firsthand, more people coming in through the doors dealing with the stress, the uncertainty ahead?
Yes, increased tension, worry, sleep problems, even body pains like back pains, headaches, stomach problems, because all of those can come from anxiety about the super strong emotions that are coming up at this time, as we're all sitting back and wondering, is the person who's going to be elected going to be somebody who can see me, understand me, and advocate for me? That becomes especially heightened in tension and anxiety if we also come from a background where those that raised us also didn't advocate and see and understand us. So it's kind of like a double whammy.
Man, right, because we're dealing with our families, our livelihoods, our future, financial situation, so much on the line here, and we often can carry that stress into our health, It's so unhealthy, but how do we cope with those challenges?
Exactly, right. Those emotional challenges can turn into physical challenges very quickly if we carry tension. The number one thing that we can do, this is a totally underrated skill, is to notice. It sounds so simple, but most of us are running around worrying and up in our heads that we don't simply notice, wow, I have a lot of tension in my back today, or I've had a headache for 3 straight days, or I've not been sleeping very well, or I've been snappy with my wife. So noticing is the number one thing to do. You can also start to think about, does this bring me back to parts of my upbringing that I haven't yet resolved that would be helpful to face? And if that's the case, that's when it might be time to go seek a well-trained and qualified mental health professional to really get to the bottom of what's causing a lot of that anxiety and worry.
Is there something that we can do on our own? I mean, oftentimes this is right by our side, right?
Totally.
Oversaturated with political ads, articles, your friends are posting things. What can we do to take action on our own?
There's several things. One is, of course, to see if you can dedicate some time away from it. You can filter out what you're seeing on your feed. You can say to your friends and family, hey, during this time, don't send things to me. And if they do, you can delete them. But one other thing that we can do is notice when we've seen an article on our phones, we can notice how many times have I replayed that in my own head? Because we don't realize that there's a news feed going on in our minds when we're ruminating, and that's a self-inflicted news feed. So helping ourselves see that and seeing if we can just put that all aside is a way to get some relief from all of that bombardment.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish we could talk so much longer. I mean, this is such a heavy layered topic,
yes,
but Michelle, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you so much for having me on.